Welcome back to Stories with Nicky Rossiter. Again, we're looking at our county's history mixed in with songs that tell stories. We're just finished Heritage Week, and thank God the heritage industry has loosened up a bit. Our history is not all battles, buildings, dates and acts of parliament. History is life, and life is fun. So tonight we take a lighter look at life and folk music. The first piece was from a stage show that never happened here in Wexford. In times past, oral tradition held sway. All our history was passed on through stories, verse and song. I'm not the four masters of the annals, nor even the four mistresses, not least because there's only one of me. I'm here to give old tales a new voice, ancient fable a new life, and add new twists to old news. Whether you call it Menapia, Lochgarman, Wicefjord or Wexford, I welcome you to a tale of our town. Menapia is said to be the oldest name of this ancient and noble borough, as the local politicians love to call it. It appears on maps drawn by an old Greek or Egyptian called Ptolemy, but he spelt his name Ptolemy, so he's some fella to be talking about names. The name is said to come from a tribe of old Celts who lived here called the Menapii. Lochgarman is a Gaelic name, and like all good Gaelic names, it comes with a story. It seems there was this little canat called Corman. He was probably from John Street. Anyway, this little get went in fact a diadem. That's a class of a crown from a queen. Well, the queen was queer narked at this, so she sent for an old one, who was an enchantress. No, not an enchanting beauty, but a sort of magician. She tracked down young Corman as he was crossing a plain somewhere around here. She struck a rock, just like Moses in the desert, and out came a gush of water. Water! There was water all over the place, and not a bit of main drainage to take it away. There was so much Ishka that the present harbour was invented. Poor old Corman was drowned, and the place was called Corman's Lake or Lochgarman. Later on, the place got to be sniving with hairy Vikings, who came here raping and pillaging, and generally making a nuisance of themselves. A sort of early bank holiday weekend or blowing. Legend says that these lads took a real liking to the local lassies, or else the young ones took a hold of them. Anyway, they settled down and built a town down around Bright Street, so they could be near the ones living with their man in the Selsker area. Over the years, these fellas had a path worn between the two camps, and this came to be known as the main street. As locals say, the farther you go, the mainer it gets, but we're not saying from which end they start. This probably started the tradition we have now of teenagers walking up and down the self-same street to this very day. These Norsemen weren't great at the English, and they kept calling the place Wicefjord. Sure, no one could spell that, so we waited for the Normans to come along, and they put an X where the is was. Just like Christmas became Xmas, Wicefjord became Wexford. These Normans were a fierce shower. They had armour and horses and longbows. Mind you, they must have had a few JCBs as well.